Hello, friends. This is Dave Hurwitz, executive editor at ClassicsToday.com, here with random reviews from the Overflow room. On! Well, there's some really interesting things in this clump. Choral music, mostly vocal music, but also some interesting chamber music. Remember I mentioned a video or two back, Haydn's trios with the Haydn ensemble on accent. Well, here's another batch of them. There were a lot of them. It's kind of cool. The 6 quartets, opus 5, and London trios. That's what's here. And they are, in the London trios, you've got flutes and violins and cellos, and in the quartets, you've got flute and violin, viola, and cello, which is really, really quite interesting. The opus 5 quartets may not be by Haydn, actually, if I'm not mistaken. Are they some of the ones by Roman Hofstadter? I don't know. It's going to be in the notes here. Maybe we'll take it out and have a quick look. Jumping up and up and up and early divertimentos. Lots of divertimentos, because in those days they were published in various, arrangements for various ensembles. So let's see. In the case of the flute quartets, they're flute quartets, opus 5. Only 2 can be shown to have another work of Haydn's as a basis. Numbers 4 and 6 are based on Divertimenti, Hoboken 2, numbers 1 and 11. They were written between 1755 and 1760, very, very early, before Haydn entered the service of Esterházy. And so you get the whole background of these things, and they're charming, delightful pieces in whatever arrangements they're arranged in. And you should listen to them if you like Haydn's chamber music. I mean, there's more to it than you think. There's always more to Haydn than we think. So much interesting stuff. Wait till we get to the string trios. Ooh, what? You didn't know Haydn wrote string trios? Stay tuned. So, this is on Accent, and it was a fun series. There's 4 discs of this stuff. The trio, just trio stuff. Then we've got, The Seasons with Karl Böhm, and the Vienna Symphoniker, and Wiener Singverein, and Gundula Janowitz, Peter Schreier, and Marty Talvola. I mean, the singing isn't going to get better than this. It just isn't. And it's a wonderful, jolly, delightful, colorful performance. It really is. Böhm does a great job with it. Always a set that was highly respected, even though the work wasn't always. And it should be, because it's full of unbelievably glorious music. Totally fabulous. And he uses, by the way, the Viennese parts. In the Drunken Chorus, for example, at the end of Autumn, where we usually have a tambourine and a triangle, he's got Turkish instruments, bass drum and cymbals. But it's absolutely splendid. So, what's not to love? It's absolutely a lovable performance. The 7 last words. Now, this is an interesting arrangement. This is with Sándor Vég, and it's with the Camerata Academica des Mozarteums Salzburg. And the way that what they've done here, this is a live recording for string orchestra. It's a string orchestra version, essentially, of the string quartet version, which is the string quartet version of the orchestral version without the wind parts. And so that's what they did here. I remember getting this and being terribly disappointed, because I really was hoping that Sándor Vég would do the whole orchestral thing, and he didn't. And so, it really kind of pissed me off when they were doing it. Let's see. For this version for string orchestra, it's based on the quartet version. So it's better to have more people, yes, but it's even better to have it the way Haydn actually wrote it. Sándor Vég is always an inspirational conductor, wonderful conductor, but this is a curiosity nonetheless. Then we have, and that was on Capriccio, in case you were curious, the Paris Symphonies with the Berlin Symphony Orchestra and Kurt Sanderling. I said before, the Paris Symphonies are lucky on disc. Lots of people have done them, and lots of people have done them really, really well, who you wouldn't expect. These are Germanic performances. Sanderling was sort of Teutonic in his approach to things. Heavy duty, large orchestra, but they are still exciting and beautifully shaped and full of character And it's really a great set of the Paris symphonies. So is this one. Herbert von Karajan, who late in his career did the Paris and the London symphonies. Now, the London symphonies were not as good as the Paris symphonies. I think a lot of people sort of mess up the London symphonies, but the Paris symphonies, these are wonderful big band Haydn symphonies. Listen to the finale of The Bear. I mean, they it's just glorious and huge sounding, and the way Haydn obviously intended it to sound. He was writing for an enormous orchestra, and in such a way that the music had to essentially be foolproof because he wasn't there to supervise the performances. So somehow, with these symphonies, he really made them almost conductor-proof. And Karajan really relishes them. I mean, there's no question about it. The Berlin Philharmonic plays fabulously, and the remastered digital sound is much better than it was when it first came out. So yeah, there you go. And last, but certainly not least, applausus. What is an applausus, you might ask? Okay, well, applausus is a cantata. The Sinfonia, actually, I think they use Symphony number 38 here, or pieces of it. And it's a cantata that he wrote for a monastery on commission, so that the monks could have a great time. It's a deliciously moralistic dialogue between temperance, prudence, justice, fortitude, theology. You know, these are the characters, as you can imagine. It's not exactly a knee slapper in terms of humor, nor is it fiery and passionate in terms of drama. But it is nonetheless an extremely important work in Haydn's output. It's an early work. It's from the 1760s. And what makes it so marvelous is that he wrote an extremely long essay on how to perform it. He gave detailed instructions on what the continuo should consist of, on what, how the orchestra should be arranged, the ideal ensemble. It's a very helpful document for what Haydn's view of performance practice was. And so it's good to have around. This thing consists of accompanied recitatives, dry, secco recitative, and da capo arias. Da capo arias that go on forever. I mean, there's 12 minutes, 14 minutes, 13 minutes, 15 minutes, and the last one, O Beatus Incolatus, sung by Justitia, is 18 minutes long. It's a da capo aria. Can you believe it? I mean, it's crazy. Absolutely. There's some shorter arias too, thank God. But the big ones are really, really, really big. The music is actually wonderful. I mean, it's delightful music, depending on your attention span. But it's an important work. This is the recording on Opus 111. There are not many performances of applausus. There are a couple more now. But it's definitely worth seeking out if you're a Haydn person and a Haydn completist. It's a large work written at a time as 2 discs. It lasts 2 hours and 8 minutes and 41 seconds in this quite zippy performance with the La Sinfonietta Orchestra Régionale de Picardie under Patrick Fournillier and with a good bunch of soloists. And you should hear it. I mean, you should hear it if you are a Haydn person, as am I. So there you go. A very diverse clump of Haydn's things. You've got symphonies, choral works, chamber works, and one very unusual but important early cantata. So keep on listening, friends. Thank you so much for joining me. Take care.